Namaste, children. In today's class, let us learn about human rights, children. So, we had already started this lesson, so let me continue and I will also start from the beginning, children. If you most of you have not listened to it, please listen carefully. Okay, let me tell you about the meaning and importance of human rights. The human rights are the opportunities which are provided for an individual to live a life of dignity and have space to evolve as individual. Each human or each individual has got the right to live a life of dignity. So they are called human rights. And the opportunities which are provided for an individual to live with equal opportunity. See, there is no high, low, all those things. Equal opportunity, freedom to express with the dignity. It is called human rights. All human beings are eligible for independent living and they can never be restricted for any reason because each one of them has got the same rights. The human rights concept evolved along with the human rights. Rights are very necessary for a human being to live as a full individual. Otherwise, they cannot lead their life with the dignity. To lead a life of dignity is the basic right. Moreover, the human rights are non discriminatory. They cannot discriminate between men or women or high or low, rich, poor, no such things. It is non discriminatory. And the human rights gained importance along with the increase in democratic governments of the world. And also, the human rights they were they gained importance along with the increase in democratic governments of the world, and many countries of the world included the fundamental rights in their constitution in order to protect human rights. So they made it itself as a fundamental right. With this development, the citizens got an opportunity to experience fundamental rights. Later on, there were two world wars, children, as you know, First and Second World War. So, due to these two world wars, the human rights were violated and the exploitation for socio-economic and political reasons became more. And this made the governments to form standardized yardsticks to provide a life of dignity to their citizens. As a result of this, the General Assembly of the UNO or United Nations Organization accepted the human rights that were prepared by experts in the field on December 10, 1945. And there are different types of human rights, children. The human rights approved by the UNO accepts that human beings are born free with dignity to live irrespective of race, religion, language, color of the skin, and others. So there is no discrimination. So the UNO, that is United Nations Organization, was formed with all the nations, almost all the nations. So in the 1945 it started, but in the beginning there were very few nations in it. Later on, many nations joined into this UNO. So this UNO accepts that human beings are born free, and there is no discrimination can be made on the issues of, as I said, like religion, language, race, color, or anything else. There should be a feeling of fraternity in one. And no human being can appoint another human being as a slave. Say, as we know that in previously there were more slaveries. So this here, this human rights, it states that there is no human can be appointed as a slave. No one can be subjected to inhuman punishment and torture. No one has the liberty to arrest, imprison, and deport another person. Every individual has a right to have his opinion and the freedom of expression. All individuals have the right to have rationality, consciousness, and religious freedom. They can follow any religion, children, and one has the right to change his religion in accordance to the faith. But nobody can convert them forcefully. But if a person, he himself, wishes to change his religion, he can do so. All have the right to meet peacefully and create associations. No one can force others to join an association. All have the right to participate in the government of their land either directly or indirectly. And also, there is right to employment, children. Everyone has the right to have equal pay, that is, duration of work, paid leave, and rest. All that should be given. And also have the right for food, shelter, clothes, health, protection, and necessary social services. All have the right for free and compulsory primary education, that is for the children. So that I will be taking in the next class, children, about the child rights. So learn this, and I'll give you this particular two question answers. Write down neatly in your classwork and read the lesson, page number 70 and 71, children. Thank you.